Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to be playing with a tier 10 Strv. Yesterday, one gentleman came into the stream and he kicked the doors out and he said, Skill, listen, you disgusting mother trucker, how dare you not to have a game with a Strv since 2023? Make a video now or I am going to start the riot. So I said, okay, comrade, okay, fair play, let's play with a Strv and let's try to make this mother trucker work, right? Now, where a Strv goes as a tank, it is a perfect sniper schnitzel, probably with the best gun in the world of tanks, or at least in the tier 10. Very, very reliable bastard to play with, and everything is completely fine with this vehicle. More experienced players can try to play a bit more aggressive with this vehicle as well, and the main reason being is because this vehicle simply has a bit of the armor against the guns that are lower than 1 to 2 millimeters, and that doesn't shoot the heat. That's how the armor is looking like on this vehicle, right? And our goal is going to be very, very simple. At least in this map, I am not seeing myself playing super aggressively in the heavy flank. I just can't see that doing that. I don't think it's worth it. So we are going to take a safe defense parameter somewhere towards the 0 line, and hopefully we can slap the living crap every and each enemy force. This is the goal, this is the hope, and this is the dream. Now, I must admit that I prefer the last version of this map significantly more, but this map definitely has tiny touch more freedom than it did before. That is a fact, fellas. So, what is our goal? Our goal is to get involved here. That's what we want to do. I really doubt that enemies are going to be brave enough to start their journey playing aggressively over there. Honestly, I really doubt it, but let's see. Hirschkaffer, I don't think that he can see us. And our mission is to say hello for Hacker or for whoever is playing over there. Now, whenever we have such a great angle and such a great position, we are feeling quite good by just simply straight up farming the enemy forces who are trying to play on top of this, right? I noticed that usually there is not that many folks playing in this area. And that is a very, very, very good thing for us, isn't it? Okay. The next bit, what do we want to do? We want to get closer over there, and then we are going to have a crossfire towards every and each bastard that is playing in this area. That's all we need to do for a full happiness, and I can promise you that if I would be in the enemy side, I would be a bit paranoid at this point in time. I can guarantee you that. Hi, how are you doing? Doing fine. Good CS63. I'm glad that you are enjoying yourself beyond belief. Too bad he managed to escape in time, but we are still feeling quite alright. At least that's what I want to believe. We are fine. Enemy light tank sitting somewhere in this area. How to deal with you? What is the correct way for us to make pressure? I mean, I really like how our position is looking like here. I truly do. All I need to find out is how I can start pumping the damage left, right, and center. That's what I need for a full happiness. We are going for a blind shots as much as we physically and possibly can. That's good. We are slapping the CS once again. It's not that simple for him to penetrate me, so I'm just simply ignoring him, and now we are getting even closer for the enemies. We have a map control, so all we need to do at this point in time is to get ourselves into the better position to say hi for the enemy heavy tanks or super heavy tanks, right? So far everything is looking good apart the score. The score is 1.6 thousand damage, which I know is looking pretty bad, but hear me out, this tank can pump the damage real quick. So all we need to do, we need to get into position and start banging the enemies playing in this area. That's all we need for a full happiness, and I really like where we are now. I know that almighty JackP's the side is over there. I'm aware of the Kier 1 aiming towards us. I can see that very, very well, but we don't really care too much about the Kier 1, and we are just simply trying to find a decent enough angle to start farming every and each mother trucker that is trying to play aggressively over there. He can penetrate us very, very easily, but at this point in time, I just don't really care about this. All I want to see enemies to go in front and make something stupid, you know? That's all we need for a full happiness. Nice shot into the almighty Jack Pizda, that is okay, even though he's looking at us. I frankly don't care at this point in time, and all we want to do, we want to get as much damage as we physically and possibly can, and as you can see, enemy team is in very, very, very bad situation. There is nothing what they can change about this, and there is nothing what they can do. Now, this game is a perfect example to showcase that you can be aggressive with this vehicle, and you can definitely make this tank work by just simply making pressure. Keep this in mind, even though this vehicle is triangle, right? And for most of the people, if you are not really, if you do not know what you are doing in the game, sitting in the back line is completely fine, and this is the right way to do the things. But if you have a knowledge, if you understand how this game is looking like, you can try to make a bit more pressure, and you can just simply play with it like a, well, maybe not a heavy tank, but like a medium tank, you know, be significantly closer to the enemies. Also could be, could work very, very well, fellas. It truly could. Meanwhile, 4.3 thousand damage, 400 assisting damage. I don't feel bad by any shape or any form. We are first by experience, we are first by the damage, and we got ourselves 113,000 profits. Nothing to complain about, nothing to cry about. So far, so good. Let's keep it up. Round number 2 for you, round number 3 for me. You will see the fail which I had in the end. Don't mind me if I do. Okay, Fisherman's Bay. Standard battle. Let's see how much of the use we can get from all of this. And I think this is straight up sniping from the back situation. I can see a lot of heavy tanks that can make a hardcore pressure here, but I don't really think that it is a proper way for us to do the things and to play super aggressively in the city. The enemies simply have a good enough caliber to slap us, and that would be very, very, very bad situation. So we do not want to do that. So we need to play the game a bit differently. We need to play the game like a sniper schnitzels. That's all we can do, and that's all I am thinking about. And I have a feeling that it is going to be alright game. I believe so. We have 3 heavy tanks in the heavy line. We have plenty of the folks in the middle. And by saying plenty of the folks, I truly mean it. Like half of our team is sitting there, or 1/3 of the team is sitting here. So all we want to see some folks making some silly goose mistakes. And silly goose mistake it is. Beautiful shot from our side. And we are not even spotted after this, which is quite a crazy thing to think about. Don't you think so? Meanwhile, we are trying to punish every and each enemy that is making some silly goose mistake, and silly goose mistakes they will make. It is a matter of the time whenever we can start slapping them, right? As you can see, light tank trying to be involved. Good, I really much enjoy it. Very, very nice. Even though I'm spotted, I don't really care too much about that, because once again, our mission in this type of situation is just to simply punish every and each gentleman sitting in this area, and I can definitely think that we can do this, right? Beautiful shot into the hacker. Once again, we are getting some more use, not only damage, but assisting damage as well. And this is what I am talking about whenever I am saying that this tank can be a sniper schnitzel and this tank can be a damage dealer, right? Very, very, very strong mother trucking tank this is, if all stars are aligned and if you can do whatever you want to do, right? Very nice, beautiful. Progetto is down, excellent, very, very good. We are not getting spotted after we fire it, so what that basically means for us, that basically means for us that no one is sitting here, although I am willing to try to risk it for the biscuit. Maybe we can eliminate the light tank, and definitely we have done that. Beautiful blind shot from our side. We definitely cannot complain about that, can we? Now there is a hacker hacker sitting in this area as well. There is a tiny possibility that the hacker is trying to peek here, but I don't really think this is how the things are looking like, honestly. Whenever our team will grow some balls, they are going to push on this key R1, and whenever they are going to do that, we can easily try to make a bit of pressure like this as well. That would be very much appreciated, and that would be amazing. Meanwhile, our gentleman is going through the middle of the field. I'm talking about the Patton. Beautiful play. Now we know that Strv is sitting somewhere in the back as well, because he managed to hit us, and now he's farming the Patton, right? Although I don't really think that he's going to have a very, very easy time to do the things this way. Yeah, I'm okay. A hacker is getting involved. Patton is getting involved. I am getting involved. Good luck to deal with us. All we can say is good luck for this mother trucker to deal with us. And once again, we are not stopping. We are just simply making as much pressure as we physically and possibly can. And hopefully we will get some assisting damage and some damage dealt as well, right? So we are feeling quite all right. Once again, leading charge with a triangle at this point in time. And you know what? I'm feeling very, very good with my decision over there. I truly do. I feel great with my decision. Meanwhile, good. Patton managed to slap us. Doesn't really matter, does it? We can see a Strv over there. I want to slap the Strv. Luckily, we managed to track him. That's okay. And in the end of the day, this could be a bit too aggressive from our side. Yep. Indeed, that seems too aggressive. Luckily, Patton did not manage to slap us, and we are dead because I played too aggressively. Yeah, I feel like I am misplaying quite a bit with this vehicle. I know that the time is kicking into my nuts as well. By saying that, I mean I need to play aggressively because enemy team has no team, so we need to get involved. Those are not the best games for a tank like this. The best games for a tank like this is when your team is a bit challenged and your team is taking one for the team, so they are losing and you are sniping somewhere from the back and supporting your team, or just simply farming folks who are making pressure. Now, whenever enemy team is just playing, whenever enemy team has no team, you are obviously forced to play aggressively, and you can end up like this. And I knew that they have 3 guns, double Patton and a Strv, but I felt like I can't do anything else than that just to make a pressure, and I regret absolutely nothing in this game. So it is how it is. 2,500 damage, 1,600 assisting damage. We are somewhere in the middle by the score, and we got 14,000 profits. That is okay. Let's go for one more, and I'm hoping that we can craft something better, right? Okay. Highway standard battle. Let's see what we can do over there. I can see plenty of the medium / triangles. Okay, I think the goal is very, very simple here. All we need to do, we need to go on the field. I definitely do not feel that it would be a great idea for us to play in this position, and I think this position is significantly stronger from the south side, or south spawn, I suppose to say. So we are feeling quite all right, I would say. Now, I really would love to see the lemming train from the enemy side, the folks that are playing very, very aggressively, and that we could just simply slap them. But once again, you know, this is a hope. In reality, you never know how the things would look like and how it will go. Now, oh, yes, this is what I like to see. Beautiful. Okay, that is perfect. This is exactly what we need for a full happiness, folks. Now, we can play hold down to very, very decent level, folks. We can play hold down to very decent level. All we want to see this Foch B making pressure. If this Foch B, oh yes, hello there. Foch B made a mistake. There is nothing what he can change about this. Beautiful. This is exactly what we are looking for. An enemy team is once again losing the game. Ay. Well, unfortunate for the enemy team. That's okay. Let's try to aim the shot properly. He is going to the garage because this gun is so bloody good and the enemy simply cannot do absolutely anything about that. We are trying to figure out the way how we can get involved, and we are just simply making pressure over there. That's okay. Lion missed the shot. That's very, very good. We are fine. We are getting very, very close over there, and we are okay. Lion is regretting his life choices. We are not even in the siege mode in order to eliminate this gentleman from the game. That's good. We have done everything properly, and now we need to find a way how we could get even more involved over there. Now the next bit for us is to take this bush here, and hopefully we are able to find this ISXX trying to escape or something. He's not even trying to escape, so we are slapping him in the face. Meanwhile, we have a Strv sitting in the middle of the field, and unfortunately we are in loads of trouble because my driver is dead, and the problem is that the driver is only one bit of this tank, right? The driver is driving and he is a gunner in the same time, so we are in a bit of the poo-poo hole, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Once again, we are playing quite aggressively with it, and this mother trucking tank can definitely, I repeat, can definitely play aggressively. It's a bit annoying that Arta is trying to slap the living crap out of us, but that's life, I guess, and that is how World of Tanks is looking like. Not much what we can change about that. Now we are not giving up, and obviously we are playing a bit more aggressive over there. We want to take this position here, and hopefully we are going to be able to start farming the sniper schnitzels from the back. We can clearly see that the Grille is one of the sniper schnitzels, but good luck slapping Grille whenever we do not really have a gunner, which is obviously a big bad thing for us. But once again, we are not giving up, and we are trying to get as close as we physically and possibly can. We are getting closer. Good. Our gunner is back in the tank. Very, very nice. And now hopefully we will be able to say hello for the sniper schnitzels that are sitting here in the back, right? That's all we need for a full happiness. Obviously, we are aware of this light tank sitting in the open field. We are trying to punish him, and obviously we can do that successfully. We are not even spotted, so that gives me even more freedom, and I'm considering my life choices. Do I want to instantly go here in front or not really? And luckily for us, we are not spotted, so we are just simply making a bit more pressure just like so, and we know that the Grille is sitting up front. Obviously, he is going to be afraid now, and he will try to escape as much as he physically and possibly can, but it's not going to be a very, very easy game for this gentleman, not at all. A Strv is sitting in the open field, so now we will start farming the Strv. I would say we are going for a tracking damage because we can. Why the heck not? Cupola shot because we can afford this. Unfortunately, we did not manage to penetrate him, but that is okay. And last but not least, we are going to eliminate the Grille from the game. I think this is as good as we could have gotten in this type of situation, right? It was completely fine, and it was glorious. But once again, I noticed one thing, that the games are extremely quick where the Strv goes, and I know that you are going to see a footage of me effing up as well whenever the things, well, let's say I'm too aggressive, and that is me responsibility, right? So I'm thinking to go for one more game, so you will see 4 normal games and 1 fail, if you will, right? So maybe that is the right way to do the things over there. So what do we have? 3.9 thousand damage, 1.4 thousand assisting damage. We are second by the damage, we are second by experience, and we got ourselves 34,000 profits, and we definitely cannot complain about this. This is a very, very beautiful tank, fellas. I truly think that this mother trucker deserves the rating which it has. It truly does, fellas. It truly does deserve the rating which this mother trucking tank has. But once again, you need to keep this in mind, that game is not equal for a game, and some games are just simply better than others, right? Who could expect that, right? Some games are better than others. Nani? No, skill, hell no. Okay, look, a lot of heavy tanks here. gazillion of the heavy tanks. I mean, there is two ways how I could do the things. I could do the things from here or from here. I'm afraid that enemies won't be aggressive on the other side, so I am just simply going towards the heavy line. Because I have a feeling that we have an extremely good angle, and all we need to do, we need to sit there. I think this angle is significantly better, and this is exactly what we want to see. Now, skill, which position are you talking about? About the standard one? No. Position over there. I simply think that the angle is a bit better. So, that being said, we are going into the siege mode instantly. And we are saying hello for the enemies. There is a bad thing. Very bad thing. I need to relocate instantly. You see this bazaar 75? Yes. We are in loads of trouble. If we are staying in the same position, this guy will peek for a second and he will outspot us. So this is not what we want to do. This is not how we want to play the game. Sometimes it happens, you can get countered, obviously, and not in... Ooh, maybe, just maybe I could take this position right there and start slapping them. Because I think there is a very big possibility that we have a good enough angle here. Oh yes, hello there, how are you doing? Okay, look, we are playing like a proper tank destroyers should. We hugged the red line, or in our case, blue line. So what we want to see enemies making something silly. Oh man. Okay, gold on. Ratatate. Hi. We tracked the T-103, that's good. Luckily for us, Ratatate kind of sabotaged him, and that's very nice. That's exactly what we are looking for. And all we need to do at this point in time is to make sure that this T-803 will regret his life choices. That's all we need to do for a full happiness, folks. And as you can see, he's definitely regretting his life choices here. Okay, Ratatate is making a bad decision over there, that's good. We can slap him in the side if he's not going to turn. Unfortunately, he did a bit. At least this is how it felt like to me. The problem is whenever someone will try to peek here, there is a chance that we are going to get outspotted. Yes, definitely yes. Okay, we need to reconsider. And by saying we need to reconsider, we need to escape from here. That's fine. I really like this game a lot. You may think that I do not like it, but joke's on you, I love it. I love it, fellas. This is exactly what we want to see. Oh, man. Is it? Is it exactly what we want to see? Okay. We are just trying to escape a bit, and we are okay. Ratatate, and how to deal with you, Mr. Ratatate? Oh no, did you really need it to destroy my gun? Did you really need it to destroy my gun? Couldn't you let me have some fun from here? Bloody T-803, and what can we do with this? I mean, nevertheless, we are hitting our shots. That's quite crazy. That is quite crazy, fellas. Even without gun, we are hitting our shots over there. Absolutely ridiculous how big of the powerhouse this vehicle is. Absolutely insanity, folks. Absolutely insanity. Meanwhile, we are trying to find the shot to the Ratatate lower plate. Very good. So far, so good. Can we slap the bazaar? Unfortunately, we cannot, but we are still feeling quite alright. Let's try to punish the Ratatate. Too bad I'm failing. And sure, at this point in time, I am spamming the full gold as well, and I'm very well aware of that, right? I am very, very well aware of that. Trying to punish the Baza 75, he is aiming for a blind shot, I could see that. But once again, he is not aiming high enough, at least that's what I would guess. And so far, our situation is quite all right, fellas. All we want to see our 1-to-1 taking one for the team. And whenever our 1-to-1 will take one for the team, we are going to feel tiny touch better and we can get more involved here. That's what we need for a full happiness, folks. That's what we need for a full happiness. If our 1-to-1 is getting a ticket to the garage, enemies should start making pressure like this. That's what we are hoping for, and that's what we believe. Oh, yes. As you can see, he took one for the team. Excellent. Believe me or not, this is excellent. This game still has a lot of potential, fellas. A lot of potential. I can tell you that much. A lot of potential. Trying to hit his lower plate. We did that successfully. Now he has 8 hit points. And now, if I would be in his place, I would be a bit afraid and paranoid. And you know what is the funny thing, fellas? Good luck digging this mother trucking tank out of the position. High explosive shell, beautiful. That's exactly why we need to have a couple of the hair shells, and it's not for a paper tanks. Well, paper tanks, it could work as well, but mostly we need that for... punishing the folks who are down to fartable. You know, that works just fine, eliminating the guns, if you will. Beautiful. That's exactly what we want to do. And as you can see, this mother trucking tank can bounce quite a bit as well, and that is a very, very, very good thing. Now, keep this in mind that we are securing this flank and we are helping our team as much as we physically and possibly can. And this is the time whenever we need to start relocating from here. I think the upper side is the proper play. Listen, upper side is the proper play. We need to go closer to the Karelia. I should be spotted. That's fine. And now our goal is to say hello for Mr. IS-7. If IS-7 is getting spotted, we are slapping him. Now the big question if. 140 is sitting in the back and one Karelia never been spotted yet. The problem is that Ratatata is taking one for the team from the T-803, at least that's what I want to believe. Although Leo is paying attention to this side, so it is okay. Let's try to relocate just a little bit. 140, smart 140 by the way, very smart 140. Now we want to get closer here. He isn't paying attention, good, that's what we need. He's trying to run away, he's screaming, he's not enjoying himself, we are tracking him. Unfortunately he had the repair kit, but it changes absolutely nothing. We got a couple of the free shots again, that's good. And now this 140 is going to be afraid. But we can clearly see that the breaker is coming, so we need to take this position right here and we need to wait patiently until the breaker will go in. We need to just simply wait. We need to wait for a second, fellas. Yep. And now we are saying hello for him. It's not that simple for him to penetrate us, or is it? Or is it simple to penetrate us? Maybe it is. Not a bad game. Not a bad game by any shape or any form. Okay. I am not too interested in that 140. Believe me or not, I am way more interested in the breaker. Leo eliminated the 140, that's good. We are trying to do some bad things for a breaker. Breaker is breaking, unfortunate. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And let's see how much more use we can get from all of this. How much more use we can get from all of this? I would love to see this Karelia making pressure like so. He is dead, isn't he? Hopefully he will react properly. He didn't. All we can do here, we can slap this gentleman once. Now we have a Karelia that is coming for us. And we have the IS-7 that is trying to find the pixel shot, which he failed. Good. Now T-803. Now Karelia. Yeah, it's okay. We have done the things properly. I can't complain. I cannot complain about this. Man, this is what I'm talking about. And this is what I said in the previous battles. Whenever our team is strong, it's hard to craft some use with this mother trucking tank. And now, whenever enemy team was weaker, because let's get real, enemy team, and whenever our team is weaker, and let's get real, our team was weaker, we were farming like a mother truckers. We were farming like a mother truckers, fellas. Beautiful game. I'm feeling very, very good with this, and I think we made this tank work extremely, extremely, extremely well. So what do we have? 8.9 thousand damage, 4,000 block, because most of the enemies were shooting us with the blind shots, which is good, and 400 assisting damage. Very, very, very solid game. We have done the things properly, and I'm very, very happy. Also 26 minus because I fired quite a bit of the gold ammunition over the distance, and man, probably this Rat-a-tat bounced plenty. Yeah, 12,000 pounds. It's insanity what Rat-a-tat is. Anyways, that's what we have, and that's how we are finishing the proper games. And you will see one more fail as well incoming. So enjoy me failing or maybe making a stupid decision. Let's see. I'm not spotted. Okay, who never been spotted? T-803, Strv. Yeah, not that many of them, honestly. Okay. That's not good. We need to get in here, next to the wall. Yeah, that is... I'm an idiot. Very bad timing, honestly. Very bad timing. Yeah, that was stupid. That was stupid. I think you need to see this situation as well. That was unfortunate timing. The worst timing that we could have gotten. And after this roller coaster of the emotions, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we are finishing everything with 5 games. 3.9 thousand damage, 800 assisting damage, and the game where we scored the most as we were losing. Who could expect that? Anyways, fellas, I hope you had a great time. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And I hope it was worth to wait for a bit longer for this tank video, and hopefully it will showcase the things that this tank is not only created to play safely, but you can be aggressive as well with this vehicle. That being said, thank you very much and see you very, very soon. Skills out for today. Peace.